The single most absolutely crucial rule to remember for your AB 900 exam prep is this. Microsoft 365 Copilot only ever sees exactly what the user sees. Period. It inherits the exact same access controls and restrictions as the authenticated user. There's a really common misconception out there that AI somehow sees everything or that it might accidentally leak private information between users. But logically and technically, that simply isn't true. Copilot operates on a really strict logical baseline where your data boundaries are completely impenetrable unless the user already has explicit permission to cross them. So, to master this logic for the exam, our explainer is broken down into 5 key sections. We'll start with Copilot data protection basics. Then, look at how Copilot accesses data. Move on to the role of Microsoft Graph, dive into the security and permissions model, and finally, we'll wrap up with safety and responsible AI. Let's get right into it. Section 1. Copilot Data Protection Basics.
Okay, think of Copilot like an employee with an office building keycard. That employee can only enter the rooms their specific keycard is authorized for, right? Well, in technical terms, this data retrieval operates through Microsoft Graph. That's the Application Programming Interface, or API layer, supporting all of Microsoft 365. The access check happens right there in the flow. For the AB 900 exam, remember this major takeaway. IT professionals literally do not need to build a new security model for AI. If your SharePoint groups, your OneDrive settings, and your purview policies are properly configured, Copilot simply respects those exact same existing access controls.
Moving on to Section 2. How Microsoft 365 Copilot accesses data.
Imagine Copilot as a super strict corporate bouncer at the front door of your data. It checks the guest list every single time and only lets in authorized queries that stay strictly within your Microsoft Purview compliance boundary. And this applies everywhere across the ecosystem. Like in Outlook, Copilot can summarize emails, sure, but only the ones the user can directly access. In Word or Excel, it analyzes files, but only if the user has permission to open them in the first place. This is a highly testable point for your exam. Copilot cannot bypass existing file permissions in SharePoint or OneDrive under any circumstances, no exceptions. Let's walk through a really specific scenario you'll likely see on the AB 900 exam. Say a user in the marketing department asks Copilot to summarize last quarter's finance report, but that report lives in a SharePoint folder restricted entirely to the finance department. So what happens? Well, the process flows from the marketing user to the service to the finance folder, and the result? Denied. Copilot returns absolutely nothing. It just responds that no such file can be found because the user's Microsoft Graph context lacks the permission to even know that file exists. Section 3, Microsoft Graph and Copilot. Think of Microsoft Graph as the organization's central nervous system. It's the thing connecting your documents, emails, meetings, and chats. It is the mandatory, secure gateway for every single interaction. When a user types a prompt, Graph actually uses an OAuth token that represents their specific identity and authorization scope. For the AB 900 exam, you absolutely must know that this centralized data layer guarantees Copilot only processes what the user has permission to see. The user prompt goes in, Graph authenticates the token, and only then does it return semantic results. Now, those semantic results are driven by something called a semantic index. Think of this like a really, really highly intelligent library catalog. An old school catalog only finds the book if you type the exact title perfectly. But a semantic index actually understands the subject you're researching and finds related concepts, even if you use totally different words. It transforms content into vectors, basically mathematical representations of meaning, so Copilot understands your actual intent rather than just the syntax. If you search for project kickoff, it knows to pull documents about launch meetings or initial planning. It's pretty brilliant. To do this effectively, Graph uses very specific signals to filter and rank the AI results. It looks at context tokens to ensure authorization. It uses that semantic understanding to gauge relevance. It applies temporal filters, so if you ask about last week's meeting, it knows exactly which time window to check. And it looks at file activity, prioritizing files you recently edited or shared. But here is a critical warning for administration. Disorganized, poorly governed data without deliberate metadata leads directly to irrelevant or excessive AI outputs. Copilot is really only as smart as your data structure. Section 4. Copilot Security and Permissions Model. Think of this model like a bank vault inside that office building we talked about earlier. The vault has its own specific, highly sensitive combinations that Copilot flawlessly respects. This combination of Microsoft 365 Copilot and Microsoft Purview to secure and govern your data is a highly testable concept. On the secure side, it honors existing permissions and protects against data loss and insider risk. On the govern side, it supports your lifecycle policies and your auditing requirements. Purview is essentially the engine that allows you to assess oversharing risks and ensure you remain compliant with AI regulations. So, Copilot perfectly respects Purview sensitivity labels, like things marked highly confidential. It respects data loss prevention or DLP rules preventing the extraction of customer data, and it honors conditional access policies that might block unmanaged devices. But here's a highly testable AB 900 concept you need to watch out for: link sharing. If a user has access via an anyone with a link anonymous share, Copilot can use that file. However, the precise moment that anonymous link expires or is revoked, Copilot loses access instantly. It literally can no longer include that file in its responses from that second on. And finally, Section 5, AI Safety and Responsible AI Principles. You can compare Microsoft's Responsible AI framework to a strict code of ethics for a trusted employee. A critical part of that ethical code is data minimization. Basically, Copilot fetches only the necessary data to fulfill a specific user request. It definitely does not indiscriminately crawl through entire user mailboxes or file systems just to see what's in there. If you ask for a summary of last week's meetings, it narrows its focus strictly to relevant time ranges and calendar items. For exam questions on risk mitigation, always remember that data exposure is minimized by design. Beyond minimization, the framework really relies on transparency, content filtering, and auditability. Content filtering blocks inappropriate or unverified information to avoid reputational risk. And transparency, that's built directly into the user experience. Whenever Copilot generates an answer, it provides verifiable source links. This means users can audit every single AI-generated response, clicking directly through to the exact Excel file or Teams chat Copilot used to compile that information. And that brings us to the final critical imperative for your AB 900 exam preparation auditability. Every single Copilot interaction is logged. The prompt history, the specific data accessed during the query, and the exact AI responses generated are all permanently recorded in Purview. This traceability is absolutely vital in highly regulated environments. Which leaves us with a critical question for you as administrators. If every prompt your users type into an AI is permanently logged, tracked, and auditable, is your organization's data truly structured well enough right now to handle that level of transparency?